All right, so we have Open Door. And I've talked about them before. I like them. And as you can see, not good. And wait, if we go to their 5-year, this is Open Door at the height of the housing market when people were buying the homes, right? Now, this is from a Reddit that someone on X sent me. Okay, so this guy, Greg W., he's an elder. So we're going to assume he's an old head. They would be people that typically know what they're talking about. He placed 155 bet on Open Door. Good luck to him. Let's see why. Now, he's going to go through the whole thing. You idiots won't read this. Greg, we're not going to be idiots today. Stock dropped 98%, but is far from bankrupt. It just refinances debt and have 1.1 billion capital, 693 million cash, enough to weather the housing market for 2 years or more. So see, that is a little bit of a bet here. Hence the name, this is Wall Street Bets. Because who knows? We always don't know, right? So they made $1 billion flipping houses in 2021, but is struggling in a frozen housing market. Jerome Powell fixes the housing market. Open Door will start making money again. Dude, what do we think? I mean, now that Open Door, so they made all these mistakes too, like has financing staff scale revenue by 3 times. It's waiting on housing market, learning important things about how real estate works. You can say that. It's a corporate home buyer. People tend to not like, well, whatever. They used to be in the business of buying homes at above market value, sitting on them for a few months, then flipping them at a profit. This was a great business model in 2021, but not so good in 2022 when homes stopped rising. Open Door bought 35,000 homes that year and ended up selling them for $1 billion loss. Since then, wait, if we look at the chart, that would have been, yes, it does appear. The thing is, went downhill then. Okay, so no, they pivoted strategies. Now buy a home for 10% less than they're worth, then sell them at a profit. It's actually a fair deal for customers. See, that's where they could get in nice for the customers. Instead of paying 5% in agent fees and having to negotiate with buyers for months, they can pay 10% and skip the home selling process. That customer has a house $500K, thinks it's worth $600K. Goes Open Door, gets quote $450. Ha, I knew these guys were crooks. I want $150. I'm dealing with a realtor. Realtor agrees Open Door is a bunch of crooks because realtor competes with Open Door. All right, but now the business plan is this. Customer goes to Open Door. Open Door says, we'd like to talk to a local real estate agent. Of course, I don't trust you crooks. Agent tries to convince some customer that Open Door's offer isn't bad. If the customer says Open Door wins. Otherwise, the agent sells the house. Open Door collects a commission and still wins. That is interesting, isn't it? So Open Door, and now, okay, he has a lot of other things he's going to say here. So about the housing market and how it looks. The housing market looked like this, and then Open Door prices in summer go up in summer and down in winter. But really, this, you could say that the seasons might not even matter as much when Powell does if he lowers rates, because people might have been sitting there. So now, fortunately, he says Trump says he's going to bully Jerome Powell into making 2 to 3% rate cuts this year, so that users can refinance his debt. Hopefully, they'll unfreeze the housing market. We could maybe say that all this stuff going on in the Middle East with the monarch money, that could be very beneficial. Okay, something that Greg does not talk about here. Well, I mean, he talks about a lot. But wait. Okay, so this is going to be their website. Now, one thing I kind of like, they what do you call it? Animate their pictures. I bet they might have did this after the lychee incident. But that, with animated pictures, I can maybe say they might have some enemies out there. And who knows? I like some CEOs with enemies. Now, this is why I was interested in them even before I read anything that Greg had written. I like to look at things for the PayPal Mafia and Peter Thiel Founders Fund, okay? So they're going to basically say the same thing he says. Now, we have, Carrie Wheeler. She has been CEO previously before she spent 20 years at TPG Capital, a private equity, wherein she invests in consumer and retail sectors. She also had roles deep in the heart of Texas Pacific Group and Credit Suisse First Boston. Okay, so she doesn't technically have any, but she is someone there. Now, the president, GoDaddy and Amazon. Former roles at Rent-A-Runway, Khosla. This one, long tenure. That's good. You want people that have been there for a long time. It shows that they care about shit and their stuff. Okay, Schwab worked at Khosla. Ventures. before joining Open Door. Klaus Venture is notable in the tech ecosystem as a connection to PayPal alumni, mafia, such as Keith Rabois, a former PayPal executive who later launched Khosla Ventures. Rabois is also a co-founder at Open Door. While Schwab's tenure at Khosla overlaps with Rabois' presence, this is an indirect connection. Barely indirect. You could say, wait, I gotta look it up, because he is PayPal Mafia. You can even look it up on fucking Wikipedia. So former PayPal Mafia, 100%. I would not, that's wrong. When they said indirect connection, no. And then backgrounds, their expertise related in that. But that Rabois guy, that is big. They have a lot of them. This is their board of directors. You got Hulu, I don't know. You got prior roles at Facebook, Yahoo. I think they could have some legit stuff here. And on top of this, you could say that a company that I think goes pleasantly along with Open Door is going to be Blend Labs. Another one with Founders Fund Connection. And if we look at their year, they're going to go right along with this because they are. So total revenue. Okay, this was from their Q1. 27 million missing, 37 estimate. Platform revenue, 26. Guidance, 25 to 27. You have in line with expected net loss, 9.4. But challenges in the Morgan software suite due to low home sales. That's their problem too. So, and something else they do more than just, they're an AI mortgage broker company. So they had declined their mortgage suite because of the sluggish. This is the mortgage suite. So this is their website. Proactive personal journey for borrowers, connected and automated workflows for lenders. So they can, you could be a buyer and totally switch, onboard tailored for each user. A dynamic question engine creates a personalized experience for each borrower. Fully automated lender workflows, verification across assets, credit, and employment are instant and automated. Collaborate on single platform. So that's what the lenders can use. And then collaborate on a single platform across channels, a central secure portal for lenders and borrowers to access all loan documents and artifacts. Or what the fuck is an artifact? But anyways, I think Blend Labs, they are also Peter Thiel, a Founders Fund. And we could say when the market goes, I think Blend and Open are going to go together. They're going to rise together like phoenixes out of a Jerome Powell-induced sluggish housing market. We shall see. But I think I really like both of these. I think I do have I have more of a stake in Blend than I do in Open. But I think Greg might have sold me more on Open.